My name is Odugbemi. I'm from Nigeria. I'm an actor. I'm a Nollywood actor, filmmaker, producer, scriptwriter, and I live in the United States, Maryland to be precise. And watch out for me. I'm going to say since 2008. Yeah, 2008. That's from back home in Nigeria. Whew. Actually, it's been on and off. I featured in a couple of movies, probably 2 or 3 back home, and I think one was in 2008, and then I visited in 2011. I featured in another one, and I think I featured in 2 in 2011 when I visited back home. And it's been rough. You know how it is that the movie industry back home is nothing compared to what it is in the United States. So Hollywood and Nollywood is 2 different things. They sound the same, but they're totally different. So over here, there's a lot that is put into their projects, whatever they want to do. But back home, everybody's just trying to get it right. So yeah, it's been tough. I'm saying, because there's a lot of competition. And you don't really have the resources you need to do exactly what you have in your mind to do. But by God's grace, we're getting there, slowly but surely. Whew. Big topic. District 14. I'm going to say one thing first before I talk about them. The first day I came in contact with the crew, the cast, everything that has to do with District 14, my life changed in the sense that my thinking changed. District 14 gave me the assurance that I needed, that anything is possible as long as you put your heart to it and you prepare, you practice, and everything. District 14 has opened my eyes to a lot of things. It has connected me with good people that hopefully in the future I will be working with. And it's a project that is wide. One thing I like about it, it cuts across all ethnicity, all tribes, and people from different countries are on this project. And as a matter of fact, you're even not gonna know that it's people from. You got people from Africa, people from America, you got people from, you got Spanish people in there. It's just around, all ethnicity. So yeah, it's a big project. I never knew that it was going to take so long, but trust me, it's worth it. I don't like the woods. So I'm going to say like 60 or 70% of District 14 was shot in the woods. And I do not like the woods at all. That was the big challenge for me, going in the woods to go do all that stuff that we were doing. If some of my friends remember, every time I'd be like, I'm not going in there. Or every time I'd be like, can we hurry up and get out of this woods? I always wanted to get out. And then it was an instance when the Zulu man himself, he was laying down. We were shooting in a building. That building was probably just close to the woods. And we were shooting in that building. And he was downstairs. He just laid on the grass. And a snake just crawled past him and almost bit him. That creeped me out. That really, really scared me. And I'm like, can we just leave already? So yeah, the biggest challenge I have was the fact that we were shooting in the woods, dark nights, wet nights, cold nights. It was crazy, but it was worth it. It was worth it. My best moment. I think it was the fight scene, the last bloodbath. I was talking to the producer. The bloodbath was just awesome. Everything looked like it was written out word for word. That my favorite moment was while we were having that last fight, where everybody was shooting, going crazy. I think that was dope. That was my favorite part. I loved it. I could watch it over and over and over. I mean, just looking at the previews, it just brought me in tears. It's cool. It's by divine. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm not a spiritual person, but listen. It was just a casting call on a WhatsApp group. I've never met Dexter before. I've never even heard of him before, so he posted something on the group, and I'm like, bro, what's this about? And then just by what he told me, just by a short conversation, and I looked at a little bit of what was already going on, I knew I wanted to be part of it. So yeah, that's how I connected with Dexter. So yeah. If you are up and coming, that means you already made a step to do it. That's what it means to be up and coming. You're already up, so you're already on your way up and come in. So all you got to do is stick at it. Whatever you can find your hand to do, give it your best. You just might not know who's watching. When I came into full time, when I started doing movies full time with Nollywood, in the United States, they gave me one role in a movie, and I had to drive from Maryland to New Jersey to do one single role, one scene. And I took it like I was going to be a lead role over there. I put my heart to it. I made the sacrifice, spent the money, everything. And I got there, I gave it what I had. I wasn't that good, but it went on like that. They'll give me one scene. But after a while, they started seeing the potentials in me. So if all you have to do is go out there and find it, it's out there. It's out there. Keep believing, keep striving, no matter the setback. Because I, for one, I have a big challenge, right? My significant other does not really want me to do movies and all that, but she knows it's a passion, so she's forced to accept it. But that's a big challenge for me. So, but something like that, if something like that could not hold me back, then you don't have no excuse. Just chase it and you get it. Listen, I know everybody that was on this movie is looking forward to seeing what the outcome is going to be at the premiere. Make sure you're there. Please don't miss it for anything in the world. I think this crew has been able to change the face of African acting. I'm gonna say like 85 to 90% of the cast is African, and then you need to see what we did in that movie. You don't want to miss it. If it costs you $200 to be in that premiere, please spend it. It will be worth your while. Believe me. I actually played one of the Zulu men, and it wasn't a scripted role, but it was pretty active. It was yeah. There was a lot of. You'll see it when you see it. But I loved the role, and we killed it. We did. Don't miss the premiere. District 14 coming to you live.